When Jasmine Crockett connected Trump's inner circle to secret shell companies and hidden cash trails, it wasn't just political theater. It was a truth so explosive people would kill to bury it. No one saw the segment derailing like that. It was meant to be a routine Friday panel on MSNBC. 4 guests, 1 anchor, 30 minutes of predictable posturing. Viewers knew the drill, but Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett wasn't there to follow the script. Seated second from the left, she wore a sharp black blazer, simple gold studs, and clutched a folder like it held a live wire. Host Clint Brower opened with light chatter about DC's latest ethics probes, tossing in a few scripted jabs to set the tone. Crockett nodded as others spoke, her calm demeanor masking the storm brewing within. But when Clint turned to her, she struck fast. "Before we pretend this is just about Hunter Biden or some ethics sideshow," she said, her voice cutting through the noise, "maybe we should talk about the emails no one wants to touch." The table froze, tension thickening the air. Clint blinked, caught off guard. "Congresswoman, what emails are you referring to?" She placed the folder down with deliberate care, opened it, and slid out a document. 3 double-spaced pages, highlighter streaks blazing like warning signs. These, from an anonymous source. Internal emails between a Trump associate and a finance firm in Mesa, Arizona. They detail routing legal funds through a shell company to mask campaign costs. A panelist coughed awkwardly, shifting in his seat. Another glanced off camera, avoiding her gaze. Clint interjected, "Just to be clear, we haven't seen or verified." Crockett cut in, voice firm but not furious. "I didn't come here to be polite. I came because people are playing dumb while breaking rules in plain sight. The company? Firefly Atlantic Holdings. It popped up 3 months before the last election and vanished after." Social media ignited before the commercial break. Clips hit X, TikTok, and Instagram with captions like, "Jasmine drops the receipts," and "she named names," spreading like wildfire across platforms. Trump's office fired back within 30 minutes. "Jasmine Crockett is a reckless liar who'll say anything for attention. Her so-called emails are fabricated trash. She should apologize." But Crockett wasn't backing down. In the green room, aide Dion Fraser handed her a phone, eyes wide with urgency. "It's everywhere. Check this." Crockett scrolled past trending topics, her name dominating the feed, Trump's denial flashing in bold, and a freeze frame of her holding the paper. 400,000 views and climbing fast. Calls poured in from CNN, NBC, even BBC America, each network eager to book her next. Yet the real spark came from a grainy clip. 2 men in a Mesa finance office hallway, one carrying a document labeled Firefly Legal Bundles Q3. That file name alone set the internet ablaze, fueling speculation and debate. It wasn't just the evidence. It was Crockett's calm defiance, her unscripted risk that captivated viewers. People weren't used to politicians gambling live like that. Her steady gaze and unshakable poise turned a routine debate into a viral moment that left viewers hungry for more, sparking endless debates online about the implications. Right-wing commentator Lyle Brenner sneered, calling her a theater kid with a grudge, and warning her accusations were dangerous, his voice dripping with disdain on his nightly show. But her line, "I'm not scared of his Twitter account," or whatever it is now, delivered with a steely edge, stuck like glue, resonating with millions. She'd unleashed a storm too big to contain, and soon it would get personal. As she left MSNBC's Midtown Manhattan studio, her phone buzzed nonstop. Staff, reporters, old college friends reaching out with a mix of awe and concern. She slid into a black SUV, exhaling deeply, the weight of the day settling in. "Jazz?" Dion said from the front, his tone a mix of admiration and worry. "You just poked the biggest bear in American politics. You good?" Crockett gazed out the window, watching the city lights blur. If he was as tough as he pretends, he'd face court instead of ranting online. Back at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's aides replayed her segment in a dimly lit room, muttering, "Firefly Atlantic Holdings. How does she know that name?" with growing unease. Trump hit Truth Social with 3 raging posts, all caps calling her a fraud and the emails a hoax, his frustration palpable. His followers struck back, her inbox flooded with threats, her campaign site hit by bots, Instagram swarmed with snake emojis and conspiracy rants. But Crockett had weathered worse, her resolve only growing stronger with each attack, fueled by a growing sense of purpose and the support trickling in from unexpected corners. That night in her Dallas apartment, she rewatched the clip obsessively, her eyes tracing every detail of the panel's reactions, the nervous shifts in their chairs, the involuntary twitches of their faces, the subtle signs of discomfort that flickered across their expressions like shadows. She'd hit a nerve, maybe something buried deep beneath layers of political spin, and the thought gnawed at her, keeping her awake as the clock ticked past midnight. The weight of it all pressed down, her mind racing with possibilities. What secrets were they hiding, and how far would they go to protect them? On Capitol Hill, the reaction was a fractured mess. Democrats split into factions, some sending cautious praise in private threads, their messages laced with admiration but tinged with fear, while others fretted she'd overreached, their cautious whispers filling the marble halls with a tense hum of uncertainty. A veteran Oregon senator, his voice heavy with decades of political baggage, called her staff late that evening, his tone grave. She needs to dial it back. No cover if this flops. Too many eyes are watching, and the fallout could bury us all. But Jasmine Crockett wasn't one to retreat. The next morning, she doubled down on CNN's State of the Union, facing host Kristen Diller with unwavering resolve. "If you don't want truth live, don't invite me," she declared, her words sharp and deliberate. "I'm asking why a company with no employees, no website, sent six-figure payments to election lawsuit attorneys. Someone's got to ask the hard questions." Kristen leaned in, her tone probing. "You're accusing Trump of laundering legal expenses?" Crockett shot back, unflinching. "I'm saying someone needs to investigate, party doesn't matter, and I won't stop until the facts come out." The exchange crackled with intensity, leaving viewers on edge. By noon, the digital world erupted. Hashtag Crockett vs. Trump and hashtag Firefly emails trended, dominating social media feeds with raw, unfiltered energy as clips looped endlessly, each view adding fuel to the fire. Outside her Dallas office, the streets turned into a battleground. Supporters waved signs with her face, chanting her name, while MAGA flags clashed in the air, their bearers shouting defiance. The tension peaked when one man, red-faced and furious, shoved a fake subpoena against the glass door, yelling, "You're done," his voice echoing off the building as security scrambled to respond. Amid the chaos, a quieter moment unfolded at a Mesquite gas station, where an older black woman approached Crockett, her eyes soft but determined. She touched Crockett's arm with a gentle hand, her voice a whisper that cut through the noise. "Don't let them scare you." The words were quiet, human, piercing, a moment that lingered in Crockett's mind, anchoring her amid the storm. Back in the SUV, Dion glanced over, his concern palpable. "You okay?" he asked, his voice low. Crockett nodded slowly, her jaw set. "I'm not scared. I just hate they think they're untouchable. Arrogance like that won't stand." The fight was far from over, and the stakes were rising. What she'd uncover next promised to shake the system to its core, a revelation that could redefine the political landscape. Stay tuned. Truth is just getting started, and every step forward reveals more. If you believe in this, subscribe and join the movement to demand accountability.